Hello. Well, regular visitors to this blog may have realised that I bit off rather more than I could chew by trying to do weekly video updates. So I thought I'd try to make up for that, at least in part, by doing a review of the entire year 2008. Also gives me a chance to show off my new haircut, which I hope meets with approval. Anyway, there's a lot to cover, so let's get on with it. Okay, well, what were the big news stories in 2008? Well, I suppose the biggest one of all, and the one that's probably going to affect us most in 2009, is of course the recession, something that I've blogged about a number of times during the year. Certainly had an adverse effect upon some lawyers, including myself. Whether or not it's going to have a long-term effect is not clear. The debate seems to be about evenly split as to whether the recession will cause more divorces or fewer divorces. As usual, only time will tell. Okay, what else? Well, I suppose the biggest family law story was the McCartney-Mills case, which of course was somewhat of a media circus, but in the end did turn out to be rather more legal interest than was originally expected. What other stories have there been? Well, there was of course the Baby P tragedy in, I think that was November. Well, I won't say much about that. Care proceedings aren't my area, but let's just hope that it doesn't cause the usual government knee-jerk reaction. I'll leave it at that. What else? Well, the new contact enforcement provisions finally came into effect in December. Again, we'll have to wait and see what effect they have. Hopefully they will make contact work better, but as I say, we'll have to wait and see. Similarly, the reforms to the child support system have begun this year, or last year rather, but there's a long way to go there, and it won't be until I think it's 2011 before CMEC takes over and starts using the new child support or child maintenance calculation formula. Finally, the other big story has been the ongoing debate about opening family courts in various developments about that over the year, culminating in the announcement by Justice Secretary Jack Straw in December that the family court hearings would be open to accredited media. Again, not sure quite what effect that's going to have. My view is that the media are only really going to be interested in cases involving celebrities or cases involving some other particular matter that the media takes an interest in, rather than the general run-of-the-mill cases. We'll have to see. Right, well, what have been the big family law cases of 2008? Well, it's a matter of opinion, of course, but I suppose one of the big themes has been prenuptial agreements. There have been at least 3 major cases in that area: Crossley, NG and KR, and the recent McLeod case. I not really sure that any of those cases will really have a tremendous effect. The situation is quite simply that, as I think it was Baroness Hale said in MacLeod, it's up to the government to change the law on prenuptial agreements and make them enforceable. It's not up to the courts. Otherwise, other cases, well, I've already mentioned McCartney and Mills, and there was the Williams and Thompson Leatherdale case, the failed negligence case. I think that was quite important, and as was Dixon and Marchant, which was the Barder event case. Below this video I've put links to posts relating to those cases, so I won't go into any more detail, and time is pressing. Okay, family law blogs. Well, it's been a bit of a thin year for UK family law blogs. There have been a few new ones, notably the Divorce Online blog, the blog about divorce, but not many new blogs have come onto the scene, and some of the existing ones have rather dried up. As I say, Divorce Online is a welcome addition. As for the existing blogs, well, Marilyn Stowe continues to pump out some very high quality posts. Jackie Gilliatt now spends much of her time on the Family Law Week blog, which unfortunately seems to mean that she doesn't have so much time for her own blog. And then there's Lucy Reed at Pink Tape, who has been otherwise engaged recently, being foolish enough to have a baby, but she continues to blog. And the final one I want to mention is the quirky but ever interesting Judith Middleton's blog. Again, I've put links to all of these down there below this video. Okay, that's a very rapid run through of 2008. It just remains for me to wish you all a happy and hopefully prosperous 2009. Goodbye.